so far this year, we're rolling out our capital bill. You're going to know more about it. It's been done in a unique way. I don't know if you're all aware of what I try to do with the capital bill. It's similar to what we try to do with the universities. I ask the universities and community colleges to work together to share resources and grow it from the bottom up. And they have done that. They've done a fantastic job the second time, and we now have, the administration, the legislature, and higher ed. You may not want to write this because, I think we have as good a relations with higher education as any state in the country. And I know that part of the reason why Dr. Drake came here is because he was aware of it. We love higher education. I love the relationship we have where we are working and straining together to make sure we graduate students, that we use our resources in a really effective way to help everybody advance, in their unique areas. So that was a case where bottom up. What we did with the capital bill is we went. I know they tried this before. I don't know that it worked very well. We said to local communities, economic development organizations, tell us what you need. What are your community projects? What do you want with art? Rather than my up here, on high, trying to dictate to them, you tell us what's important to you. And now that process is completed. That will now go to the legislature, and the legislature they'll do their work on this. So I've had people call me and say, well, can you help us out on this? I said, well, no, the reason why I did this was to take myself out of this. Let the communities figure this out. So that's the capital bill. Then we have the public works bill, which is going to add another $1.8 billion to local infrastructure. It'll be on the ballot, as you know. Terrific work there. We've rolled out a big program on human trafficking. We have lots of things going on, but there will be a series of things that you will see in the MBR related to, I hope, to taxes, economic development, education, job training. There's so many things yet to do. Maybe some initiatives that are around poverty, we'll see. So it's not all done yet. And I'm not trying to hide anything from you. It's just not all done yet. And some of that will be integrated into the state of the state. Now, you might say, what's going to be in the state of the state? I don't know yet. I don't write speech. The way I work is I kind of prepare my own things. I'm hoping that this one will be. Last year wasn't insufferably long. I thought it was a reasonable amount of time. 2 years ago it was probably insufferably long. But hopefully it will not be a real long talk. We'll lay out some principles and values about what we want to do. But I won't really focus. We talked about it a little bit, but it won't be ready until 3-4 days before. Because you just can't write things way out. That's just the way I work.
Getting back to Jeremy's question on the severance tax, we had
the severance tax.
Yeah, we had asked the legislative.
Well, look, what I tell you is this: if I don't have a severance tax that passes the smell test in terms of what I think is fair, I've told the leaders I veto it. I'm not going to take some puny little. And look, we're working together. Part of it is we've worked on this for a long time. So you're a legislator and you're trying to gain knowledge, and so we keep sharing knowledge with the legislators as to what's fair. Now look, we do not want to have a severance tax that, and I want to commend the House. They've stepped forward to say we have to do something. Great. But, we don't want to do something that doesn't mean the taxpayers of this state get some fair value for the resources that are being depleted. On the other hand, we don't want to have a severance tax that drives people out, because this industry is critical to the state. So it's kind of like porridge, It can't be too cold and it can't be too hot. It's got to be just right. And we think our original plan, was a good one. We think it will absolutely mean the industry will be here, but I don't want to do something that is just too small, and they know it, and they're working with us. So hopefully at the end, we'll end up with something that's fair. If we don't, we'll try another day. I was a little bit surprised that they even came with this. Weren't you, Julie?
Yeah.
I was surprised they even, so we're making progress. And I want to keep making progress on this, and maybe we can lock it down and it can be part of our overall tax plan. We'll see. But thanks for asking.